thanks to the support as a channel member, Liam Cooney. Oh, the playoffs. Don't you just love them? My record, we don't need to talk about. Brackley's record, we don't need to talk about. Let's just be hopeful and positive, shall we? Hello and welcome to part 16 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, it is the playoffs, and we're kicking them off against Gloucester, who we actually played in the last episode, drawing 3-3 in quite the eventful football match. Gloucester ending up finishing 4th. We finished 3rd, so they had to get past Spennymoor in the first round, who they beat 1-0. So not dominant. Scunthorpe obviously are the other big threat as well. If we make it past Gloucester, they're the team we're likely to play in the final. And as you can see, so far, the playoffs have gone according to form. Chorley and Spennymoor, 6th and 7th place, the two teams that have been knocked out. It's us versus Gloucester, Scunthorpe versus Radcliffe. I'm very afraid. Really very afraid, especially because Klemencic, who's been our best player in this little run, is suspended. He's accumulated too many yellow cards. In fact, how has he accumulated too many yellow cards? He's got 1 yellow card. I don't understand why he's suspended. I assumed, he must have had some yellow cards for Aldershot as well, I guess. Okay, yeah, he had 4 yellow cards for Aldershot, got his 5th with us. That seems so harsh. But he's going to be suspended. So Connor Hall comes back in. Hall is certainly not a massive downgrade. 18 goals from 20 starts in the league this season. And of course got 20 goals for us last year as well. So we know there's goals in him, but he's not quite the complete forward that we get with Klemencic. But we've got the goal threat of McWilliams and we've got form on our side. We are in better form than Gloucester going in. So fingers crossed. The team in goal, it's Dadge, a back four of Murray, the retiring Tozer. He is going to be retiring at the end of the playoffs no matter what. So Murray, Tozer, Drummond and McWilliams, Ewing at the base of the midfield, Devaney and Knight ahead of him, Bramall on the left, Cabia on the right, Hall up front. Romeo Beckham is finally fit again. He's been injured with shin splints for the last couple of months, but he is now fit enough to be on the bench, and that might be crucial for us if things look like they're not going our way. But hopefully there won't be a scenario where it looks like things aren't going our way. It is a nice and full St James's Park. Let's just cross everything. I don't think the score is 13-30 between Scunthorpe and Radcliffe, but we have got goal scorers on there and we're playing twice. And apparently a guy who scored for Scunthorpe has also scored for us in our 0-0. I think there's a bit of glitchiness going on there. It's 3-2 to Scunthorpe. I guess that's a final score. So Scunthorpe have made it through to the final. We're not worrying about that. We're worrying about Gloucester. They are the team in front of us. And they're the team that we need to beat to earn a spot at Wembley against Gloucester. Against Scunthorpe. So I think it's at Wembley. Anyway, I'm sure the final is at Wembley. Right, Bramall plays it back to Murray. Murray, first time cross, looking for Cabia, who gets there with the header. Can't keep it down, though, and it's the first proper chance of the match for either team. I think the linesman's flag was up, so it wouldn't have counted even if it had gone in. But it's nice that we're the first team to have a proper chance. We're also the only team that's had a shot on target. It's cagey stuff. Coming off the back of that 3-3 we had in the league, this is nothing like that game. Both of us clearly really rather afraid of the consequences of losing this game. But we have got the Tozer long throw. He finds McWilliams at 6'5". He's a big target to aim for. Finds the cross. It ends up back with Knight, who backheeled it to Cabia. That was lovely from Knight. Cabia trying to turn his man inside out, but can't, and it is ultimately cleared. And that's sloppy from Drummond, who doesn't find McWilliams, has left McWilliams in a little bit of trouble, and he's on a yellow card. So please don't be too clumsy there, and we do just about get away with it. But it's worrying that this highlight is continuing. Gloucester playing it forward this time. McWilliams has got time to just collect it, lay it off to Drummond again, and he plays it forward to Knight. And now Devaney to Cabia, who's looked very lively once again today, but that's poor from him. A rare loose pass, and now Gloucester have got the counter-attack going again, and this is a really long highlight, and they usually end in a goal, and that's not ideal, and it's a massive deflection as well, and that's not how it was supposed to happen, boys and girls. Oh, it was our attack, our long throw. It went end to end to end to end, and then to be done by a deflection. It was such a tame effort. Oh, look at it. Right. We go attacking. That is some sloppy goalkeeping, but he does just about get it clear. But Ewing wins it back. It's lovely work from Ewing. Just hit it. He does. He's hit the post, I think. In fact, no, it's a corner. I don't know how that's come off the keeper and gone out on the opposite side, but we have got the corner. We know McWilliams is a huge threat. We know Tozer's a threat. We're aiming at the far post. Drummond was there. He's actually the one that we've aimed for. And it is Gloucester who come away with the ball again. And we're going to demand more. And I guess we are going to need Romeo Beckham at some point in this match. Is he going to come on and be our saviour again, like he was this time last year when he saved my job? That's a penalty kick. Hall's gone down in the penalty area. He's going to step up and take it himself. We've seen Hall score some penalties this year. He really needs to score this one. Connor Hall for his 20th goal of the season. And it's saved. And the curse of Brackley in the playoffs, the curse of me in the playoffs, might be hitting us once again. Murray with the in-swinger. McWilliams is there. McWilliams is there. From the follow-up corner, McWilliams gets his 6th goal in 7 games. He is an 18-year-old right back and is scoring almost a goal a game. And they all come from corners. This one, I mean, the header is initially saved, but he's there to follow up with his own rebound, and we do get ourselves back into the game. The heartbreak of the penalty miss is short-lived, and we now have a Tozer long throw. He's aiming for Drummond. Drummond lays it off to McWilliams. McWilliams has got a good cross on him, plays it across to Devaney, and that's Devaney's first ever goal in professional football. And we have given Gloucester the quick double whammy wacko, we call this. It just said in the commentary at the bottom, Gloucester haven't lost in 12 matches. If they lose here, it's hugely against form, but we are now ahead in the game. What a turnaround. So quick as well. And now Tozer plays it forward to Ewing. We need Tozer's experience now to just calm everybody down. Knight coming out of midfield, lays it off to Murray. Murray across to Knight. We've got a huge amount of space for McWilliams here. McWilliams in space, cuts it back to Ewing, who rattles the crossbar. He's hit the frame of the goal twice in the last couple of minutes. Ewing wants a goal. We've got another corner. McWilliams is still there to aim at. He connects with it again. But once again, as we've seen a few times over the last episode or two, his heading is erratic at best, and he misses. Poor old Connor Hall is not having a nice day. Obviously, the penalty miss isn't going to help with that, but I think we are going to stick Kenny Coker on up front. He's been pretty useful when we've used him over the course of the season. We're also going to bring on Romeo Beckham, because I think getting Beckham on there, he's probably the longest serving player at the club, which is a weird thing to say when he's only been here just over a year. But we want his experience. He's 22. But we want that experience. Right, Bramall is tiring and needs to come off as well. Morehouse, and we can stick Knight out on that side. Knight's been training to play on that left wing all year, so should be able to give us 10 minutes out there. Morehouse can slot into the Mazzala role. And we just need to hold on. Cross comes in. Dadge, all 5'9" of him, collects the ball, holds on to it comfortably. We're dreaming of that final now. The ball forward, heading for Morehouse. McWilliams brings it down, plays it across to Knight. And Knight playing out of position on the left-hand side, but we know what a danger he is going forward. Not necessarily beating his men, dribbling with the ball, though it's not really his thing. He's more about late runs. Oh no, Dad just come out here. Dad just absolutely thrown it away. 37th goal of the season for their striker. That's what we need. A 37-goal striker. That's rotten from Dadge, though. We can't, I mean, if we do make it through to the final, we can't bring Blackman back in, though, surely. He hasn't played since January. But that was awful from Dadge. We're going to offer encouragement. And I guess it goes to extra time, or does it go straight to penalties? I don't even know how it works. Extra time. Do we get to make another substitution? Because we have, I mean, we've got defenders on the bench. Murray could maybe come off for Lavery. Yeah, there we go. We could make one more change. And I might just make him the fullback because he's a centre-back and get Williams going forward a little bit more. It's not ideal because Williams doesn't really like to do it, but I think it makes sense to just switch everything around a little bit and have the defender doing the defending, and McWilliams, who we know is a goal threat and has a decent cross on him, get him forward in those crossing positions. But that mistake from Daj, that's a big blow. And I really don't fancy my chances in a penalty shootout with a 5'9" goalkeeper. I haven't thought this through at all, have I? Somebody, we need a winner from somebody. McWilliams is still on the pitch. Just land a corner on his head. We need a Beckham corner to McWilliams. And that takes us to Wembley then. But it is I thought it was a Gloucester highlight, but it's actually with us, Coker, playing it across to Beckham. Beckham's got McWilliams on the overlap. McWilliams, lovely cross from him for Coker! Kenny Coker, it's only his 6th goal of the season, but he'll never score a more important one. What a header from the guy who started the season as basically our 4th choice striker. I think I've already got him set for release. I've already written this boy off. But what a header. What a cross. What a moment. I think we might just be heading for Wembley. I'm crossing everything and sitting on my hands because I do not want to fiddle with anything. Fiddling is the last thing to do here. Daj, this time doesn't come flying out for it. And I mean, that's what he should have done the first time. Please don't make the same mistake again. That's it. Just keep hold of the ball. Take a yellow card if you have to. Lumps it forward, looking for Knight. Probably not the right guy to aim for, but it's going to come straight back at us. Lavery, though. In fact, it's Ewing who's come across there to make the tackle. And now Knight is running at the opposition defence again. Plays it across to Beckham. Lovely first touch from Beckham to go past his man. Beckham slides it across. Coker scored again. Kenny Coker is the playoff hero. It's Brackley 4, Gloucester 2 with 4 minutes of extra time remaining. And surely there's no throwing this away from here. I think we're heading to the final. And Kenny Coker is the most unlikely hero because, I mean, he's probably not even going to be in the matchday squad for the final because Klemencic comes back from his suspension. So he has to come back in. Hall, we've got to decide between Coker and Hall. Oh my word. But we're in the final. It's a nice problem to have. Is it at Wembley? I hope it's at Wembley. No, it's at the Attis Arena. So it's in Scunthorpe. I mean, what an anti-climax. You think you're going to Wembley? No, you're actually going to Scunthorpe. We're playing away from home in the play. I hate this. An away game in the playoff final. We played Scunthorpe away recently and lost. The excitement is just drained out of me. Well, this is a bonkers situation. These playoffs have gone on for so long that our Premier League youngsters have already arrived. We could theoretically use them in the match. Giovanni Robertson has joined us on a free transfer from Chelsea. He's a striker who's on a non-contract basis. We've also got Reece Aston, who's a left back who can also play centre back, 6'2". I tell you what, I'd be tempted to start him if it wasn't insane. But 4 stars of current ability. He is the best left back we've got at the club and the joint best centre back we've got at the club. He comes in from Manchester City. Let's just pretend he's not here. I can't start these boys today. And Abdul Kafur Amiri, an Afghan international left back, joins us on a free transfer from Leeds. We've also had an offer from Enfield for Kenny Coker, presumably off the back of what he's just done. I'm accepting it. I mean, he's not going to play today. Kenny Coker, bless his cotton socks. He was the hero of the semi-final. Like I warned at the time, though, not even going to be in the team for the final because Klemencic is coming back in and we've got to keep Connor Hall involved. The temptation to have him ahead of Beckham is there, but Beckham made the goal for him. I think Beckham is more of a difference maker. So this is the 11 for the playoff final. Scunthorpe versus Brackley in Scunthorpe, which is absurd. It is Daj in goal. A back four of Murray, Tozer in his final game as a professional footballer. Tozer, Drummond and McWilliams. Ewing behind Devaney and Knight. Bramall on the left, Cabia on the right. Klemencic coming back in up front. And I don't have a lot of hope going into this game. I know Gloucester were on a long unbeaten run. Scunthorpe are on an even longer one. They've got 9,000 fans here. They're obviously a bigger club than us. I suspect they're probably full-time professionals and we're part-time. And they got 99 points. They absolutely deserve to be playing in the National League next year. But so do we. And we were the pre-season promotion favourites. So Let us both get promoted. Relegate an extra team. The bottom half of the National League, rubbish. Relegate 5 of them and just let us go up. That's the only fair outcome. Right, McWilliams plays it forward to Klemencic. I don't know that that's what was meant, but Klemencic all of a sudden found himself one-on-one with the keeper. And for anyone questioning why he came straight back into the team, that's why. Our 2 loanees that we brought in so late in the season combining, I think it was just an aimless lump forward from McWilliams, and Klemencic has made it look good. 25 minutes in, Scunthorpe 0, Brackley 1. Dare we dream a little now? Because Scunthorpe haven't even had a shot on target yet, and we're already ahead in the game. Oh, my word. Oh, I'm getting excited. Just shut it down now, boys. That's it. We don't need any more. This is fine. Right, Cabia lays it off to McWilliams, who's just aimlessly hitting it forward again, and I can understand why. Just stick it in over the top of the defenders and let Klemencic do the rest. He is a huge goal threat for us. But now Scunthorpe with their first proper attack of the match as we approach half-time, but they are knocking the ball around quite comfortably. Is that our former midfielder, Bates? They got our old boy in their midfield. I need to check. What was his name? No, it wasn't Jack Bates, was it? But we had a Bates who was a deep-lying playmaker. Not him, though. What was his name? Was it Alfie? It might have been Alfie. It wasn't him, though. Let's not worry about it. Right, 1-0 at half-time. More of the same. If we don't see a highlight in this second half, I'll be delighted. We have got one here, though, but it's Cabia on the attack with the cross. Bramall, I thought, nodded it down, but I think it's actually the defender. Heads it clear, and now it is a counter-attacking opportunity for Scunthorpe, but Ewing is across to cover again. And I tell you what, Ewing is the unsung hero of this team. Cabia brings it down for Klemencic. I think he was offside, but let me continue to rave about Ewing because he is so good at just cleaning up other people's messes, as we saw there. And now we've got the Ben Tozer long throw, finds Drummond, who plays it back to Bramall. Bramall's got time to pick his spot, and unfortunately, his spot was the G of Football Manager rather than the back of the net. Someone needs to explain the rules to him, the silly boy. But look at these match stats. We deserve this. Do not mess with me, Football Manager. This is our promotion. This is our playoff final. It's our time. Goodness me. Tozer's doing another long throw. Tozer finds McWilliams. That's a penalty kick. That is a penalty kick. Let's go 2-0 up. Let's head to the National League. It's going to be Tozer to take in his final professional football match. Ben Tozer scores the penalty that he made with his own long throw. 6th goal of the season for him. It's Scunthorpe 0, Brackley 2. Half an hour of the game to go, and you've got to believe now, boys and girls. This is only ours to throw away at this point, and it's going to be Tozer again with the long. Can we persuade him not to retire? Tozer with the long throw again finds McWilliams with the flick on, and it falls to Bramall again. And this time he's running around a bit rather than picking his spot. He picked his spot in the end. It was the M of FM24. He doesn't know the rules, but it is a corner, and that means McWilliams danger. It's going to be Murray to hit the in-swinger. We're going far post. It's actually aimed at Drummond this time, which is not part of the script, the silly boys. Klemencic lays it off to Tozer, and now Ewing sells Cabia short, and now it's a chance for a counter-attack for Scunthorpe, and there's no Ewing there to clean up the mess. But Knight, the most unlikely ball-winning midfielder of all, is back covering. Everybody wants this promotion. It's ours. Ball forward, looking for Cabia, can't find him. It might be time for Beckham to come on that right-hand side just for some fresh legs and that experience again, and Dadge is doing his best to keep things interesting. I think no matter what happens, we need a goalkeeper next year. We're probably releasing Blackman this summer, but Dadge is not the answer. I don't want to see his rotten replay. Right, 20 minutes to go, 1 goal ahead. McWilliams is shattered. We don't have a right back on the bench. McWilliams stays on. Bramall's going to come off. Beckham is going to come on. Cabia can go over to the left-hand side. And I think we take off Knight and bring on Morehouse just for that energy in there. I do want to get Connor Hall on. But at the moment, Klemencic, benefiting from not playing in the semi-final, is still full of energy. So at the risk of there potentially being extra time, I don't want to take anybody off earlier than they need to come off. Can we get the ball at the other end, please? I hate Dadge. we've got a Northampton guy who's just come in to ruin me. I know Tozer had a long spell at Northampton, but he's got it out of his system. Dadge is still paid by Northampton every week, and he's been sent here by the Cobblers to upset me as a Peterborough fan, and he's doing an incredible job. Dadgy Keeper. That should be his nickname. 2-2. It's not time for funnies. Look at the match stats. This should have been ours. I said it was only ours to throw away. I fear we may have thrown it away. I feel like Connor Hall should come on. Connor Hall's going to come on for Klemencic. Klemencic has had a good game, but Hall is a Brackley player. He's our top scorer. I just feel like he's got that moment in him. It means more to him than it means to Klemencic. Klemencic is great, but he's an 18-year-old who's here for 20 more minutes and then goes back to his parent club and never thinks of Brackley again. Connor Hall is here next year. He wants to play in the National League. He's been our top scorer 2 years in a row. Has he got a special moment in him? It's the long throw from Tozer. Tozer finds Beckham and it's back with Tozer again. Tozer across to Beckham. Beckham's got space to line up a shot. Oh, imagine if he'd have stuck that in the top corner. That would have been the greatest last minute long range goal by a Beckham in history. But unfortunately, it goes to extra time. We're now looking at tired legs. Tozer is going to have to come off. He's old. That's it. Tozer's professional career is over. The long throw is out of our arsenal for the rest of the match. Cade Craig is on, and we just need a hero to step up. We need Coker again from the first leg. Oh no, don't do me like this. Oh, and once again, I'm now starting to fear a 5'9" goalkeeper in a penalty shootout, and it shouldn't be coming to this because we've dominated this match. But Scunthorpe feel inevitable. They've not played very well, but they've got themselves back into the game, and now they're controlling the game. And I don't really know where a goal is going to come from for us. Drummond gives the ball away, and it's Scunthorpe bursting into the area and thankfully shooting wide. But I've gambled a lot on this Connor Hall moment. Is it going to come here? McWilliams, aim at him. Murray with the corner. McWilliams is there. It's hit the crossbar. Oh, it comes to Drummond, who looked like he was fouled. Ewing there to clean up the mess again, but this time actually gives the ball away. But we've got boys back covering. Drummond is one of them, and Beckham is there to collect the scraps. 15 more minutes. Oh, my goodness me. I am not enjoying myself now. And I think that's that. Is it offside? I can't see the linesman. Please. It has been disallowed. Oh, my goodness me. Wake up call, hopefully. McWilliams with the throw to Morehouse. And now Devaney plays it forward to Cabia, who is pretty tired at this point, having played 120 minutes in both of these matches. Murray, another one who's played all of both matches, I think, plays it back to Craig. And now Craig forward to Murray again. Murray back to Craig. I mean, this isn't necessarily attacking football, is it? But that's a good ball in behind, but Cabia just doesn't have the energy to chase it. It falls to Ewing, though. Ewing tries to find Cabia, ends up giving it to Devaney, and now Devaney over the top for Beckham. Has he got a first-time cross? He does. Hall is there! There's your Connor Hall moment! It's been disallowed. Oh, it's been disallowed. Oh. Well, that might have been the chance, because it's now Scunthorpe with the free kick, and they've got in behind and they've scored, and that's that. I think we go very attacking. We demand more, but I don't think we have anything else in us. There's 7 minutes left to save the season. I mean, it's been a good season regardless, but you can't escape the fact the media had us as pre-season title favourites and we bottled it. Yes, the board only wanted us to finish top half, and we've overachieved on that by a mile. But this team is not going to be this good next year. We're going to lose McWilliams. We're going to lose Klemencic. And we lost the playoff final. And we are in the National League North again next year. I said if we didn't go up, I'd have a look. I mean, there's some interesting jobs there. We'll have a look at them in the next episode. So close. So close. But it just wasn't to be. I guess we go up as champions next year. We have to, because we're never going to win the playoffs, are we? If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the chat, blah, blah, blah. You know the script. I don't want to say it.